Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Rafenstein, and we are back on Dark Souls 2. Now, I apologize for my last video. It was maybe like 10 minutes long. I got called into work almost immediately, and I've been working pretty hard the last couple of days. Yesterday, I was in a mud pit for close to 10 hours, digging a hole in direct sunlight in 100-degree weather. Plus, really windy, really hot. It was a nightmare. I left with a migraine. But I rested up. We're back on Dark Souls 2. We're also going to be streaming over on TikTok. If you guys want information about the game, you'll hear it during the stream. But other than that, Kindling Bash Discord in the bio. Go check it out. We'll start the stream on TikTok and get it rolling. Post, post, post. Get the music going. Got a pretty nice band lineup this year, dude. I just added Sabaton and Pop Evil to the list of bands I'm gonna go see. Really excited for those. But we didn't make it too far when we were playing through it earlier. Did you check out the playlist, Mr. Coda? Oh yeah, I figure you gotta let the snowball drop down and land right here, and then that's how you get across. It's a good set list. Very good set list. Good playlist. Also, I saw you were live earlier the other day. I did not have time to hop in and join. With my comments, with monsters in your head. There. Pixels too, that's right. Mr. Matt. Oh, one thing, Coda, is when you finally get time. Yes. When you finally get time to play the Souls game, or to join the Discord, or not join, but like be more active in the Discord, you will need to play Dark Souls 1 at the very least. I'd also recommend 2 and 3, obviously. Spud, I swear I told you my first with Dark Souls 1. Oh yeah, I got Matt and Pickle hooked on Dark Souls 1, dude. Well, I will continue to change your mind with that. Because when you play Dark Souls 1, you will learn that you are wrong. That's what we're taking a lot of inspiration from, Spud. It was such a good show seeing them in person, dude. And I'm seeing Motionless in White on Friday. Oh, yeah. I gotta come back here. Dude, these guys throw some of the best concerts, and I'm so excited to see them in November. Well, I get to see Lorna with Motionless and Fit for a King. Worst run back of all time. Are you kidding? Dude, it's I have made zero promises to fight the double pet fight just because of that run back. Yeah, I've been really lucky so far money wise. Is this that run back? That's not this run. Is it this way? Oh yeah, the entire run back is working through fog. I honestly don't remember this path. I don't remember what the old bell does. Yeah, I've been really lucky so far with my paychecks. Oh yeah, they get expensive. Oh, Matt, Coda. Dark Souls 2 is really cool with this DLC. Yeah, it's nuts. Dark Souls 2 is really cool with this DLC because you see it's kind of foggy, right? You got back over where I was a second ago, I'll show you. There's a bunch of frozen chests. So you got all this, right? There's an item that you get later in this area that will not only allow you to see the boss, but after you fight that boss, you then talk to an NPC that melts everything. Plus, if I remember correctly, the fog actually kind of slows you down a little bit. Even just a little bit. Uh-oh. Jalapeno poppers? I don't know that I've had jalapeno poppers. Oh, shit. I also forgot you can't light a torch out here. It's so cold that the torch will just go out. Bonfire. Don't remember if there's a way to actually get in there at some point. Man, you really suck at this. You haven't hit a single one of those shots yet. Ring of the Embedded. Don't think it's actually that good. And then this spell. I actually didn't get this on my other Dark Souls 2 character and had to come back for it. Seeing these guys live was cool. I actually got to take a selfie with them. Stupid lies and the stupid games left a vacancy in this picture frame. Prisoner by my own hands, 'cause if I can't have me, then no one can. I need to heal what I inflict. Burn that bridge when I get to it. Dark Souls 2 really does have some of the coolest looking armor sets. This set is fucking awesome. How do I apologize? This is actually a main area of the DLC. I have to get to this. Alright, buddy. Yeah, dude. The DLCs are definitely worth it. Even the Sholova DLC is actually pretty decent. It's annoying at times, but the Old Iron King and God, I cannot remember the name of this DLC. Crown of the Crown of the Sunken King, Crown of the Old Iron King. It's not Crown of the Frozen King. I cannot remember what this DLC is called. But some of the best DLCs in the franchise, really. Wham. Pancake. You want to be pancake too? Ow. Oh. Of course. Whatever. Hold on. I gotta post an idea. Sorry, I had to post an idea in our Discord. Matt, definitely check that out. I get to see these guys open for motionless next week. I have the priestess, which I think is a ring. Is that, or is it just a key item? I have the priestess. Okay. The only death metal band I can actually get into because they are more mellow deathcore than deathcore. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. Ooh. Alright. Alright. There's a knight over here. I think the knight is behind this door, but I swear I just tried it and I can't open it. Yeah. Little NPC fight. I said little. Little NPC fight. Okay, before we continue, we're gonna go back and we're gonna fight Alva. Alva? Alva? That way we can turn the fog off, re-explore the beginning, go from there. Because technically, as soon as you get that, you can come back and fight this, and then open up the area to the rest of to the end of the DLC. But Matt, this boss fight is crazy. Because you can fight this boss while she is invisible. Not Ariamis. Priscilla. But yes. Ah, damn. Was doing pretty good until then. Whew. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. Damn it! I missed the roll. That was such a good first try, though. She's also not that difficult when she's visible. Did you know Anthony used to be in Not Enough Space? At least a Taurus demon. That's what he was mentioning earlier. So definitely before. I've known that for a minute. Yeah. That's something we're definitely gonna make sure to do better on in our game, is make it so Estus is better to find. I just didn't really care, you know? Life gems are really the heart of this game. Estus in Dark Souls 2 is really slow to use, and the upgrades don't really make too much of a difference. Except I'm about to run out. Yeah, one thing to keep in mind is when using your Estus in Dark Souls 2, you cannot move. It literally prevents you from doing anything else. So, life gems, you can move. See, I'm still walking while I use it. I just slow down a little bit. It's pretty annoying. Definitely one of the biggest annoyances of this game. And that's why they're also not particularly the easiest to find. What? Now, I talk to the only nice shard of Manus. For what reason? What did Miyazaki do to you? Yeah, so a lot of Dark Souls 2 actually does have a big connection to Dark Souls 1. Each, like the last boss of Dark Souls 1, or Dark Souls 2's base game. Um, then you've got the boss just before. That's fair. If you have the Skull Lantern or the helmet, I can't remember what it's called. There's a helmet that you can get that's a little parasite. Those give off light. The thing about the Skull Lantern though is you have to have it in your offhand. Crown of the Ivory King. It's shit like this why I like Lorna Shore. Just the boss room. You can never actually get closer than this. Yeah, you can't even get up there to see her. But Alsana, Nishandra, Ilana, And um God, what was it? Stop talking so I can interact with my inventory. Nadalia. Those four beings in Dark Souls 2 are actually shards of Manus. So when the chosen undead in Dark Souls 1 kills Manus, he breaks off. That abyss connection that he has is so powerful that it persists even after death. Those shards grow into these four beings, and your entire purpose is to kill them and collect them to end them. Damn. Yeah, it's not a very easy to find mechanic unless you pay attention. It's coming along. We're having a good time with it. We're still in the planning stage right now, but I've gotten a little bit of world development done. But now that I've talked to her, she has melted everything in the world. So now I can see. Yeah, it's hard to get humanity, especially because you die all the time. So you lose it sometimes. But it is on your body, too. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're going to buy a bunch of life gems. No, I wanna talk to lady first. Buy life gems and then level up. That way I can buy as many as I want. I might also max out not Titanite slab, but like just +9 my longbow. Just real quick. Also, there was something else. Oh yeah, I wanted to remind myself the Blossom Kite shield was that's why. Stamina recovery. Well, look at that. That is a really cool looking shield. Oh, Matt, if you have gotten the Grass Crest shield and you tend to two-hand weapons, put the Grass Crest shield on your back. It increases stamina recovery. Yeah, definitely useful. But now that we have done this, we're going to go back through the rest of the game that I've already played through and get everything that I did not originally. I still have dirt in my hair from yesterday. Even after taking a shower, I still have dirt in my hair. God, look at that. We need views like this, dude. So fucking pretty. I might see this song live. I've got the whole trilogy on this playlist. Now that the world is unfrozen, the retainers try to attack you. It's the only deathcore band I can listen to. I know I said that already, but I'm saying it again. It's the only deathcore band I can listen to. Now I can use torches too. This is why we come back. This whole first area has a ton of new items. Oh my god, dude! At the end of this song, they use an atmospheric sound that is used by the bonfires. Oh, motherfucker. Soon as I can. I still love this armor set. There's just something about it. I don't know. I really don't know. Just probably put fire on this weapon. But I want to get my body back first. Hurrahs. Oh, you want to know something that was really cool when I saw Dark Divine? Anthony and Lizzie and Liv were walking in front of the venue before they even opened. And they were just walking in and out of the building, just hanging out. There were a bunch of people out there. The coolest part about that specifically was nobody was actually like stopping them and trying to talk with them and trying to bug them, and everybody was really respectful, and they were just walking through, and we all knew it was them. We all knew it was them. So cool. Well, yeah, dude, it was really cool to see that like we all knew it was them, but we were all being respectful enough to not just straight up mess with them, you know? Letting them have their space, do their thing, not stress them out. I don't know. I don't know that I listen to a lot of old school metal. These guys are good. I am gonna go see these guys in November. I did buy tickets for them. I love this sword. Nice. Make sure you go through the rest of the game, get everything you haven't gotten yet. Yeah, Cannibal, if you're still here, this entire playlist I'm listening to is the set list for bands I have seen this year and will see. Not the set list, but the list of bands. Don't forget about the covenants, because there are a few covenants that you do need to max out. Yeah, that's fair. You tried with that backstab and you totally failed. Oh, hi. It's all coming out of the woodworks now, huh? Uh, it's hard. It's between Iron King and Ivory King. Gotcha. I swear you can still do it after killing him. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go put fire on this real quick. One thing that might be something to consider, Dark Souls 1 is the only Souls game that has multicolored Titanite. They severely scrapped that idea with Dark Souls 1 and 2, or 2 and 3. So we might want to think about something like that. Because I kind of like it, and it kind of makes sense. You know, you've got different elements. You can't exactly upgrade every element the exact same. But that's also part of the difficulty. Yeah, I was thinking this playlist is all of the bands that I am seeing this year. My top 10 for each of the bands. Lorna Shore is the only death metal band I can get into. Because they are more mellow deathcore than deathcore. Like, I swear they actively turn the volume for the vocals down in comparison to everything. So it's just orchestral noise, you know? I love it. Oh, yeah. Oh, this isn't a 100% shield. Whatever, I don't need it. Yeah, I don't listen to any death metal outside of these guys. Probably not. Everybody knows Black Sabbath. Candlemass sounds familiar. That's about it. God damn it. Yeah, melodic deathcore, you know, they spend more time focusing on instrumentals than having a good, like, especially Lorna Shore, they have a very orchestral vibe to it. Uh, yeah, from what I've noticed, Lorna Shore, while they still heavily focus on the vocals are kind of the back seat, you know? Case in point. Oh, this I can heavy attack one hit. To the Hellfire is definitely my favorite by these guys. This was probably my introduction to death metal. And I'm not upset about it. For the longest time, I really couldn't get into it, but I really think that Lorna Shore is the only one I can... Oh, even though I missed the first two, I got all three of them. I don't know. I spent a lot of time focusing on the instrumentals. Sometimes the vocals. I would imagine death metal would start with the band Death, but who am I to say? Triple kill. Oh, I didn't get the other two. I've heard of Delta Hate. That's about it. So just after. Definitely not enough space. Softest song. Okay, that timeout was definitely TikTok's fault. Because my other stream didn't log out. Kublai Khan, I think I tried to get into, but Spirit Box and Godsmack definitely might be enough for me to try to get into. Okay. Yes, I was not. Would you question the path you take? I can't believe I went through here the first time without dying, and then I, melted the whole area, and I've died 3 times now. That doesn't surprise me. Be not afraid of the dark. I don't remember how to get over there. Not surprised either. Definitely with Slayer. I swear I've heard and listened to Sepultura. That reminds me, there's a song I want to put on cue. Have I listened to Sepultura? I've at least heard of Sepultura. I was reborn free, and from the grave I was rebuilt by what broke me. Chris Motionless, King of Bleh. Now I know I don't have to do this alone. A creature that found a home. I cannot wait to see this live next week, dude. I cannot wait. Easily top 5. Unlucky. That's all it is. Unlucky. You have to wait to see him. We also need views like this, but I think that'll be hard to do with the kind of world map we're going with. This area does feel very Anor Londo. Like, very Anor Londo. I sent you this the other day, Matt. I don't know if you listened to it. I gotta listen to these guys some more, too. Oh, yeah, this is how you get down there. Go through the box. What the fuck was that? Gotcha. Oh, yeah, I don't need to go that way. See what this is. Welcome in, everybody. Good afternoon. Now, I'm not seeing these guys this year. I actually just found them. Actually, is this the only song I know by them? Oh, I don't. I know more than just the one. I Sever and Worship Decay. I know those. I forgot I know those. Ah, fuck. Hi there. Oh. With no item drop. Oh, that awakens all 6 of them? Parries. He is really, really easy to parry. I need to figure out where I can buy repair powder, because I don't remember. Bone Fist. I forgot the Bone Fist existed. Only because my greatsword is low in durability. Oh my god. Come on. What was the one that slows weapon degradation? I think the thing about Dark Souls 2 that puts it aside from Dark Souls 1 is that a lot of areas in Dark Souls 1, even smaller areas, have a lot of attention to detail and purpose in their design. Dark Souls 2 feels like it's just kind of there. Especially the DLCs. I gotta see something real quick. Chancellor Welliger sells them infinitely? There you go. I've seen this live, and I'm probably going to see it live in a couple weeks. This song is so good. This album is way overhated. I don't want to use any of the boss souls from the DLC on anything. Just because they're hard to find. Or hard to fight. I will fucking smack a fly, dude. I don't care. Sit your ass down, bitch. Nobody asked you. Triple kill. As we perform here upon the stage. God sings for the follow. As the boy became a man. I perform here upon the stage. Just not today. Oh, I missed that last one. That's so annoying. Garrison Ward key, I imagine. And then this is to the boss fight that nobody wants to fight. Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm getting the bonfire, though. This is the beginning of the longest run back in the franchise. That's not even close to an exaggeration. The items are invisible here. Running out of fight. Ah, I knew it! What the fuck was that hitbox? I knew one of them was a mimic. I just could not remember which. Nice. And then you get the Katarina chest plate. I've already gotten the helmet. Just not today. I'm really glad I got my new phone for the camera because I'm so excited to record them playing this song. I got a decent video of it last time, but it was not the greatest video quality. Only one of us can use the great sword, and it is me. You can fuck off. I don't remember what sword that is. Whatever. I have a ton of Pharaoh's Lockstones, so if it's useless, then whatever. Durgo's hat. Isn't that the... like... Yeah. That was uncool. How dare you. Bro backstepped on my attack. Straight up said fuck you with that one. What, did you put on the shield that I told you about? There is also the Chloranthy ring as well. Oh, just barely avoided that. Okay. Uncalled for. This is the most of this DLC I've played in a long time. I win. Nope. Not dealing with the dogs. Not right now, at least. Verdun. No, that's what I thought it was. Oh my god. That's a trap chest. Fuck. The fuck was that? I don't know what that was. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. Praise the Lord, my soul, cross my heart and hope to die in my eyes. Not for an eye. Oh yeah, Dark Souls 1 had some really bad hitboxes. Dark Souls 2 had even worse hitboxes. Cross my heart and hope to die. Come help me! Come help me, buddy. I need help. Definitely want to get all of the Elium Lois Knights. There's a bunch of knights that you'll find in this DLC. It's a really, really cool, unique idea. So, the boss that's at the end of this DLC, you walk in, you drop, and then there's 4 gates. And out of those 4 gates, a bunch of charred Elium Lois Knights will come out, try to attack you and kill you and kick your ass and shit. But if you get the 4 silver Lois Knights, those 4 silver knights will actually sacrifice themselves to block the gates. Now, it is still an annoying ass run back, technically a run back, because you got to do that every time. But if you don't get all 4, you're dealing with charred you're dealing with charred knights at the same time as the boss. And the boss is already really difficult. Oh, that's because he's aggroed. Oh, I got invaded by a player. I'm not dealing with hackers. Fuck you. He's a hacker. 100%. That bow shit, he's attacking way too fast. It's really easy to hack Souls games on PC. But it's also really hard to go offline on Dark Souls 2. Not Dark Souls 2? What about not Dark Souls 2? You really like that wall. Yeah, there's no liar ahead. Worst Souls game, but still a good game. Yeah, definitely the weakest of the trilogy, but still very fun. The DLCs are actually really good, too. Highly recommend. Oh, yeah, I forget the giants try to kill you, too. I said it the other time I listened to this on stream, Matt, but this song is very Dark Divine with Chris Motionless more than Motionless and White with Dark Divine. Do you feel alive when they come alive? I mean, I swear Anthony sings more in this song than Chris. At least it sounds that way. What you ask for? I mean, obviously, your name has Yarnum in it. I'm not surprised. Also, I do prefer I'm not surprised either. Bloodborne is among the most amazing games of all time. Oh, I missed the last hit. If you want the bark without the bone, if you want the dawn without the shine. Chiamo. Come on, everybody. Don't walk away. There ain't no backing out from this. It's all or nothing. Too good. Guaranteed symbol of avarice drop, by the way. Burn. I think I had enough time to roll there. Out in the dark. Very true. The voice in my head is a threat. Paranoid. This was an NPC fight. He's also invisible, if I remember correctly. Ow. Uncalled for. Out in the dark. I don't remember which side opens it. Yup. That's what we wanted. Come on. Wham. Yeah, I didn't need to kill all three, but whatever. We're doing it because we want to, okay? Curved Nil Greatsword. Ooh, uh-oh. The chat over on the play button has been invaded by the Havel. I should be afraid. I should be very afraid. I not very much into those games. Curved Nil Greatsword. Why do I feel like that's important? Into the mother's land. Is the Dragon Tooth in Dark Souls 2? Keep your eyes open when you sleep. Damn. I just got threatened, bro. For not using the Dragon Tooth. I just got threatened. This is crazy. Receives a damage bonus based on the wielder's new game cycle. Wow, that's cool. I never knew that. So the Nil sword, this sword right here, the higher playthroughs you go, the more damage it does. That's unique as fuck. I forgot about that. I swear I don't remember the Dragon Tooth being in Dark Souls 2. I also don't have it. But it's probably in Dark Souls 2. I wouldn't be surprised. But I've been using the Great Sword basically my entire playthrough and had a lot of fun with it. But I've also platinumed this game, or almost platinumed this game on PlayStation. It does not stack after, I think it said 9 or 10. After playthrough 10, you don't get any more boosts. I should have been able to roll out of that. Oh, fuck. I tried to heal without it with an empty flask and died because of it. Of course. We need to buff it till New Game Plus 20. Definitely. You can't have an overpowered weapon without it not being boostable. Dude, I was so sad. The guy who, quote unquote, leaked the idea of not only Cerulean Onslaught, the Pirate Souls, as well as the Dark Souls Trilogy remaster, actually came out and said that he made it all up, and I'm really sad about that. Cerulean Onslaught sounded cool, except for the fact that Cerulean ties into Elden Ring, and that's my only iffy part. But Pirate Souls sounded cool, and the Dark Souls Trilogy remaster would have been awesome. into the motherland. Yeah, the leaks were fake. Sad day. Very, very sad day. See, while I would love the idea of a Dark Souls 4, I don't know that they can realistically make it work timeline-wise. Because think of it, every game so far has been linear. Like, linear in the story. So, it doesn't... You know, Dark Souls 2 doesn't take place before Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 3 doesn't take place before Dark Souls 1 or 2. Don't... Thank God. And Dark Souls 3's ending to the DLC is at the end of time. Life is one big freak show. What makes you different than me? Oh yeah, Ring City is a lot of fun. This DLC has a lot of really unique ideas in it. No, you back up this way. Do what they say. Demon Prince was actually a really fun fight. Demon Prince might be my favorite fight from that DLC. I'm not even kidding. The circus of expression. This album was so good. Havel, if you haven't seen it already, I am also streaming over on TikTok at the moment. And because of the limitations on that platform, the one you're on, I cannot play music, but I am playing music over on YouTube or TikTok. Come help me, buddy. I need your assistance. I'll protest to remove Seath from Dark Souls 1. Oh, that was true. Okay, cool. I'll take it. I don't know that I wanted to go this way yet. What makes you different than me? The circus of... Alright, Pickle, you can stop with your rage bait. It's not gonna work on me. This is like easily top 5. That is also true. Dark Divine has 0 bad songs. 0. Not one. Not that he was invisible, it's that he was hiding. Bye. He only says that because he thinks he's the best Dark Souls player now. That's it. That's the whole reason. Okay, I'm missing at least 2 Iliumless Knights. Uh-oh. Dad, are you watching the live? Oh. I remember what he's responding to now. When I survive another day. Okay, I did not go this way. Here I come. Strangers and stand up. I won't give up. I won't give up. Here I come. Yeah. No, it wasn't this way. It was off the side. Went out all of my life to survive the trenches. Almost looks like it, because I swear there was like a break in the line. Get up. I won't give up. 'Cause here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Okay, I should only have 2 guys, but you need 4. Went out all of my life to get out of the trench. Oh, I have 3. You get 1 regularly, so I'm missing 1. I won't give up, 'cause here I come, here I come. Ah. Lower garrison. Residence in a weak mind. That sounds like a sad day. Just infestation, nightmare come to life. It was a good time. No temptation and less appetite. She's a infestation, nightmare come to life. I think I know how to get there to lower garrison. I do also have to go up there. I forgot there's a spell up there I need. Jesus infestation, nightmare come to life. Break your heart or she'll take your... This episode's gonna be pretty long. We're already at hour 45, but I'm really close to beating this game. That's next week. That's on Friday. I'm still waiting for my boots to arrive, and I think I need some sort of jacket. But I haven't gotten the jacket yet. I've got the trench coat, but that's for the Bloodborne thing. But I need a jacket, you know? Seeing them on the 25th as well. I fucking love this song, dude. Like, I want this song played at my fucking wedding. Oh, I wish somebody saw that. He sent he said, "Okay, I'm gonna send a lot so no one type it so it stays together." He sent one thing and I responded immediately. Oh, that was too good. That was perfect. Nice. Children still play in the garden. Dance as the sun slips away. Yes. You walk out the door. Through all the dust it becomes clear. Always be my heart. No end of time when I'm facing it with you. Children still play. Bro has designed an entire boss already. Cleanse us as you lay. Near to me. Here you go. You called that shit like a motherfucker. Send us home. If you think the bone wheels are bad, dude, just wait until you play these. The crystal rats are fucking bullshit. They are hard to hit, they move around very frequently, and they do a shitload of damage. It is also technically the good ending. Survivor, come walk with me. I'm not gonna go into detail with it because I know Pickle hasn't played the game that far yet, or even know the story that far yet. But there are two endings to Dark Souls 1. One of them is technically the good ending, but perceived as the bad ending. In a sense. He sent it in a video. I totally expect him to be like, fuck you guys, you fucking assholes. You fucking make me do this. You fucking bitch. See, I was really excited too. I thought Dad had something cool going on, and then he drops this AI summary. I'm like, remember when we said no AI? Yeah, it's definitely like the antithesis to the entire fucking idea. 25 minutes, very specific. Yeah, that's purely it's purely the AI's own idea. He removed the video. This fucking guy. It's going to be its very own game. And you may hear AI come up in the conversation right now. We plan on using absolutely zero AI. There's just one of our guys who just decided it would be a smart thing to drop an AI prompt like, hey, help me design a cool, scary Souls boss, and not actually design it himself. But it will be its own game. And we are not using AI because we actually have a conscience and ability to design our own shit and not use some fucking gross robot. Yeah, if you're gonna come fight, you're gonna come fight me alone, not with some fucking crystal lizard to buy you. It's been a while since I fought the Ivory King, so we'll find out. Alright. No more of that. Get on your ass. That's what I'm working on. I'm trying to get to the last night. Oh, absolutely. Betches, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the follow. Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong in what I said at all? Like, even remotely? Oh, shit. Dad's gonna hate me, but I've got to put my foot down on this. If I don't put my foot down on this, people are gonna think it's a good idea to keep doing it again and again. Give me a second, I'll say that. I don't know why, but I feel like this area was kind of thrown in. I also don't remember how to open this gate if you can. Nice. Not gonna hit it, but... Hopefully that actually tagged everybody. I don't know because it was an edit. Fuck it. We're also gonna pin it. And I'm not even gonna delete the message that says I pinned it because it needs to be known. Where the fuck did he go then? Where did he go? Where to meet you again? Yeah, I swear we had an extensive conversation about this forever ago, like towards the beginning of the project. Exactly. Dead was a part of that conversation. Of course, I'm saying it for the other guys so they also know, but I can't believe I had to remind him. Oh, I forgot. I've already got fire infusing on it. This boss is in the game 3 times. Okay, fuck you. Anyways, I don't know if you caught what I said, but I know that it was just us and Dead for that conversation. But not only do I can't believe I had to remind him, but I had to make it very clear, especially after this, to anybody who was reading that's new, that's outside of the 3 of us. I had to make sure that they know we've had a conversation about this already. Like, this was agreed upon a long time ago. He deleted the entire thing. He didn't even just delete the video. He deleted the message. No guilt on my conscience. Okay, how does that make sense? Ivory Warrior Ring. Blood on my hands, no guilt on my conscience. Ah, Ivory Warrior Ring is later renamed to the Night Slayer Ring in Dark Souls 3. I also heard that it is an idea that people had that Sorig from Dark Souls 3, who is actually using the Fume Knight Greatsword in Dark Souls 3, killed the Lois Knights and was it Alanis? Lady up here? Oh, these days. Come on. Still waiting for Dead to make a response. Wonder if I'll ever be the man you wanted me to be. I was totally expecting to die in this area. I'm really surprised I didn't. I know I'm over the 2-hour mark now, I know. We've only got a little bit left to play. And then I can move on to Dark Souls 3. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting so long to finish Dark Souls 2. I'm on part 13.5, technically. Because I started it the other day and only got so far. Aquil, thanks for the follow. I just think Dayquil. I don't know if that's the intent, but that's what I think of. Will you stay awake forever? You've got to be joking. God damn it, dude. I hate that they still damage you when you're walking by them. This run back is also some bullshit, too. Oh, I forgot. So I mentioned the other day about the herbs and spices on spells. I think the herbs... So the herbs I know replenish your casts, right? The amount of times you can use the spell. But the or the spices, I think there's blue and there's red. And I think it's not that they replenish you, or they increase your ability to cast them. It decreases the stat requirement necessary to cast them. So the blue ones decrease intelligence, the red ones decrease faith. Let me double check that. I have a couple. Yeah, lowers required intelligence by 1 for a specific spell, and lowers required faith by 1. I think it would be cooler as if we just made it so that it increased the amount of casts. Time still turns the pages of the book is burned. Place and time, always on my mind. Fucking rats. Hi, Dahlia. How was your nap? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, she's so cute. Dun, 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 I saw all the bloodstains and I knew that can't be it. There has to be another guy around here. Only for a vine balm. You ready? Oh, dude, Dark Souls 2 had a lot of item buffs. Snowball. Still one of my favorite parts about this DLC. Creates a shortcut. Life is but an echo, stars become mementos. This is war. Extinction, ashes on your pale skin. Okay. Last thing we need. I'm gonna restart the stream real quick, go level up. I'm restarting TikTok only. I'm gonna go level up real quick and I'll be right back. Your Armageddon eyes. Fatal diagnosis. We broke the roses. Cause analog life, stitch it all done off. Stay alive, stay alive. Yeah, I played almost all of Dark Souls 2. Boss fight. Are you willing to die? When heaven falls, will be your life. You can actually farm both of the knight's sets. Synchronized, I wasn't willing to. Alright, Matt, you might want to watch this. This is one of the coolest fights in the game. Alright. Come get some. Been counting all my steps, all my no's just turned to yes. Lois Soul. Ow. I had this dream before. When do you guys do it? Or when are you guys gonna go? Keep in mind, where I am now is Lost fucking Izalith. And no, I'm not kidding. I'll show you when the fight's over, but yeah, it's straight up Lost Izalith, dude. He's got a fucking lightsaber, bro. Not this fight. This is actually one of the hardest fights in the game. Uh-oh. Case in point. Yeah, look at that. It's straight up Lost Isolith, dude. He's got some janky ass hitboxes. This lonely soul. Oh, take this 5 steps, go higher, go higher. Okay. You're gonna hate me for skipping the song I'm about to skip, but it's gonna make sense, and I put it back on cue. I had this dream before. I take these 5 steps, go high. Oh, the vibe change is drastic. Yep. Okay, I want to get my body, and then we're gonna go get life gems before I actually try to fight him again. So I'm running in to grab my body and running out. So I've got the music paused for a moment. But then we've got some really cool vibes. I also forgot the boss music for this boss. I swear it's really good. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. I mean, it's literally, the area is called The Old Chaos. Look, that's the arch tree right there. Take aggro. Come on. Like, it's really cool. The thing is, like, the lore connection is he went into the chaos to fight it. That's why you've got the Charred Knights, is because they were corrupted by it. Right? And then that's why Elium Lois is frozen, is because they had to freeze Elium Lois to protect themselves. Really fucking cool. It's probably the biggest reason why Dark Souls 2's Elium Lois is my favorite DLC. Oh, and that theme, dude. You cannot beat the Majula theme. No, we don't want to level up. We want to buy these. And I cannot remember how many of those Lois souls you need. Is really good, dude. Do not remember how many Loy souls you need. Okay. We've got the life gems we wanted. It's such a good replay. Come on! What up, PhD? Ow. What bodies they pile? Oh! At least let me get the Loy soul before you kill me. It's a helmet. Whatever. Do it. Can I get some help over here, please? Of course not. Making it easier to say goodbye. Okay. I'm gonna restart the music, because this song is, like, perfect for this. Dude, why does the number 935 follow me fucking everywhere? PhD, you'll understand the significance of 935. But I swear to God, I see 935 every other day. Hell, the last place I lived, the address was 935. But I currently have 9 people watching over on the other app and 35 views. 935. I saw it in somebody's license plate the other day. I saw it in a different address the other day. It shows up everywhere. I don't get it, dude. I don't understand the significance of it in my life other than zombies. Probably. What bodies they piled? I really don't know whether or not it'd be worth it to sit and farm these guys for their armor set. Do it. If they must die, making it easier to say goodbye. Come on. Go in! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Dark Souls 2. You just missed it, Keen. But look at it. It's Lost Izalith from Dark Souls 1. I beat the game. It's literally Lost Izalith. Like, there's no other way. There's no other place it can be. Which means, if this is Lost Izalith, oh yeah, I mean that's kind of how it has to be, you know. With this being Lost Izalith, okay. Before I talk to her, give me 1 sec. I gotta connect a few dots. With that being Lost Izalith, this is the gates of Anor Londo. Or at least a recreation. Okay? Because look at it. Look at it. Tell me that doesn't look like Dark Souls 1's Anor Londo. Even just a little bit. Then Dark Souls 3, Irithyll, where you find Anor Londo, is covered in snow. Not as much as this, but close. Am I losing my mind, or I feel like I'm right on track? Plus, this resembles Dark Souls 1, especially the area you see in the background where you can see all the town beneath it. Like, it's a bit of a stretch, at least in this, but it's pretty fucking close. The Lost Izalith part, 100%. That's confirmed in the lore. The Anor Londo part, that's a bit of a stretch on my part. But I still love that connection. What the fuck? Yeah. Fuck Elden Ring. Elden Ring is the biggest copy-paste bullshit. I don't think it really mattered. Dark Souls 2 was eh. I don't remember what the starting gifts were. Can you farm the Elium Knights after? Oh my god, you can't. It's gonna be tough as shit because you're doing it by yourself, but you can farm these guys. I'm not gonna do that because I don't feel it's worth it. But I'm gonna level up real quick, and then this is where we end our Dark Souls 2 playthrough. We did it. Now I can move on to the good one. Dark Souls 3. I do. I am a full-time plumbing installer. I worked yesterday and the day before. That's why I haven't streamed in a couple of days. Oh, absolutely, Colt. Absolutely. Dark Souls 2 may not be the greatest game in the franchise, but it is still a really good game. But I've been trying to rush through Dark Souls 2, not rush through, but finish Dark Souls 2 as fast as possible so that I can get to Dark Souls 3. But Dark Souls 2 definitely still has some of my favorite armor sets, some of my favorite mechanics, some of the coolest boss fights in terms of mechanics. But nothing can ever match the feeling of Majula. By far. So good. I'm close on PlayStation. But I played it when it first came. I played it before Scholar of the First Sin even came out. But oh, you know what we need? I can't remember how you combine them, but you can combine all the helmets, can't you? The helmets, the crowns. Yeah. Because everybody complained about it in Dark Souls 1. Okay, so I still need to kill Vendrick. We're gonna do that. We're gonna combine the crowns, and then we're going to end the playthrough. Dark Souls 3 is even faster. Remember how I said Dark Souls 1's slow, or Dark Souls 1's fast roll is Dark Souls 3's medium roll? I wasn't kidding. Dark Souls 3 is the fastest of the franchise outside of Elden Ring. But Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3 move at the same speed. Dark Souls 3 is, gameplay-wise, Dark Souls 3 is my favorite. Dark Souls 2 has a lot of nostalgia to me. Dark Souls 1 was my starting point back when the franchise was just beginning. Vendrick's gonna take a minute. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna go into his memory first and do that. Dark Souls 1 needs a remaster that is good. The original Dark Souls 1 remaster was basically just a PS4 port. I liked the idea of Dark Souls 2's story, like the base story. So each DLC, you've got the three kings, and then Vendrick. Okay, then you've got Nishandra, Alana, Alanis, and Shulva. I think Shulva. No, not Shulva. Nadalia. I always forget Nadalia. Those are four shards of menace. They sought out four kings and kind of slowly broke them. Don't you have to kill him first? But the entire idea is end Manus's reign, end Manus's shards to finally fix what was broken. God, I don't remember. what you really needed. Well, yeah, you can fight him. Does it just not activate until after a minute? It's been a long time since I've fought him. There we go. He also does a shitload of damage. Yup. I mean, all the damage that I did is what you saw. He takes a long time to fight. Even with the max amount of giant souls. The more giant souls you have, the more damage you do. You need an item called a fragrant branch of yore. But those tutorial areas are not necessarily worth it. There's no real items there to get that's important. The first one on the left does take you out to Snuggly the Crow. Is it Snuggly? You probably missed Snuggly in the first in Dark Souls 1 as well. It's weird that my body's out here. Come on, get out of the corner. Yeah, he takes a long time to kill. You need all of the giant souls, and even then. Alright, Colt, thanks for stopping in. Have fun with work. Yeah, even with all the giant souls that make it so you deal more damage to him, he still takes so much. But he's realistically the last boss fight in the game for me. Is the price that I pay when I play your game. Oh, this is the last fight before I go to Dark Souls 3. And I've been playing this game for years and years and years. Just doing a first playthrough after a long time. Oh, yeah, duh. Thank you. I tend to instantly believe that everybody thinks I've never played this game before, because that's kind of how most of the community is now. If you see somebody playing it, they probably never played it. But no, I've been playing this game for a very, very long time. Yeah. 15 years. Oh, I'm developing the game. But I cannot develop the game on stream. No, it's purely this. And yeah, I do agree. Dark Souls 2 gets way more hate than it should. A lot of people that hate it don't actually give it the time to realize just how good it is. They sit and think of all the things they don't like about it. There's just so much in this game that is very different from the others that is done so well. But there's just a couple of things that make this game a little bit weirder to play than the others. But there were so many cool ideas that were introduced in Dark Souls 2. Well, one, the lore is pretty cool. The entire idea of all three DLCs and the ending of base game was a really cool connection to Dark Souls 1. There's a bunch of different boss mechanics that were really unique and really cool. While some of them were still really annoying, they were still really unique. But power stancing was introduced. That was one of my favorite mechanics. Twin blades. But Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin added a lot of ideas. Oh, easily. If they gave Dark Souls 2 a proper remaster, this game would be perfect. Everybody would love this game. August 20th for what? The DLCs are really good and definitely deserve some time. I probably won't end up playing Mortal Shell 2. Yeah, the only reason I would ever buy Duskbloods is if it came to PC. Because I'm not buying a Switch 2 just to play it. If you literally just stay between his legs, he's such an easy fight. Oh, absolutely. Vendrick was actually a great king and a great person. It was the fact that Nishandra was a shard of Manus and a power-hungry whore that she just completely infected him and made him go hollow, lose his mind, and he sat here for decades until he just lost himself. Wouldn't surprise me. You learn a lot in his memory. It's so sad. He never wanted any of this. But by the time he found out that his wife was a shard of the Dark Father, it was way too late for him. He was already at the end of his rope. Oh yeah. That's one of my favorite things about the lore of Dark Souls 2 is the connection to Manus, you know, the shards and the sisters and their hunger for power, destroying four civilizations. Fucking crazy writing. It's really sad to me that so many people do not get to experience that story purely because they don't like Dark Souls 2. Like, grow up, get used to some mechanics, witness some of the best writing in the franchise. Like, dude, the burnt Ivory King fight being in Lost Izalith is so cool. That connection to Dark Souls 1 is also some of my favorite shit. So, I was writing a book. Oh, I think it's part of the difficulty. I think it's actually kind of fun. So, I was originally writing a Dark Souls-inspired book, right? Because as I said, I've been playing in this franchise for 15 years. I was raised on Dark Souls games. And I've also been kind of a writer. I've wanted to write a book for a long time. So I was like, fuck it. Why not write what I know? Then I got really into lore deep dives for the Dark Souls games. Dark Souls 1 specifically. Watch Hawkshaw over on the Play Button app. Really, really good lore deep dives. He's got some of the coolest videos of that game ever. That right there was my biggest inspiration for, fuck, maybe I should take the story I'm writing and make it into a game instead. But it's hard to take that writing that I had and make it into a game because it was really a Souls fanfic more than anything. And I wasn't entirely satisfied with that idea when I was writing the book. But the world interconnectivity and the semi-linearity of Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne is the biggest reason I wanted to make my own game. Is the lore connections, the way the world is formatted and built, and just everything about Dark Souls 1 is some of my favorite shit. Oh, easily a good handful of years. I have no real game dev experience, and this is not a solo vanity project. There's now 7 of us. Not RNG, it's about where you hit him on the body and how much of your blade actually hits him. But, as I said, Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne are the two biggest inspirations for this because Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne have the biggest world connectivity in a semi-linear fashion. Ton of runbacks, some of the coolest lore in the franchise. Plus, the game will also be a very, very heavily horror-based game. Like, if you thought Bloodborne had some horror to it, we're going heavy on it. Like, it will be in every aspect of the game. Come here. Ow. It's the first time he's hit me in a while, too. God, I hate that. Don't expect a kick or a, Oh! Are you fucking kidding me? That's bullshit. Bullshit. No! This boss fight is way too long to be dying. He's still not an easy fight. He just does a shitload of damage. Well, I'm gonna pop a life gen or an effigy. I always go humanity, ember, and then life gem before ever saying human effigy. This is also the only boss in the franchise, I think, that forces your body to spawn outside of the arena. Lies of P does that. But this is the only boss in the franchise that does this. We don't talk about my opinion of Elden Ring. It's also the biggest reason why I don't talk about it is because everybody gets so butthurt about that opinion. Welcome back. How far have you gotten in the game yet? It's the way this boss is actually coded. You always do very little damage to Vendrick. Because everybody who glazes the fuck out of Elden Ring wants nothing bad ever to be said about it. People will defend Elden Ring till the day they die, even if it's from Miyazaki. If Miyazaki himself said he didn't like Elden Ring, people would still hate on him for that. 100%. Still stuck at Undead Burg. I think so. This fight is intentionally supposed to take forever. But as I said, if you stay in this spot, the fight is just a patience fight. Ow. Come on, get out of the corner. Once I beat you, once I get that crown, I never have to play Dark Souls 2 again for a long time. Oh my god, fuck you in the back steps. It makes it so... Yes, I am Soul. Give me a sec, Wade. So what I've been doing is while promoting the game, I have played an entire full playthrough, optional areas and DLCs included, of Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2. Not only to promote the game and playing all the games, but also to remind myself of mechanics in the game, bosses, gimmicks, items, things that worked, things that didn't, things that we liked, things to take inspiration from. Dark Souls 3 is the last of the franchise that I have to play. No, I'm not playing Elden Ring. But I will end up playing the Dark Souls 3 Convergence mod after. And maybe Lies of P. I still need to do the PlayStation Platinum for Lies of P. But if you guys want... I already did Bloodborne. If you guys want to watch my playthroughs of all of Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne 2, up to this point, it has all been live streamed over on this platform. I have playlists of every inch of the gameplay that I've done. Very highly recommend it. You can find that in my bio. It's a good time. Hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay. I don't know. I don't know what build I'm gonna do just yet. Oh shit, Soul with the Galaxy? Thanks, man. I will say TikTok gifts are not the greatest because, I mean, I imagine that was what, 10, 15 bucks for you? TikTok ends up taking about 70% of that. So if you guys really want to help promote and help support the game, there's also another platform in my bio for that. But, Wade, if you equip any of the crowns after you get Vendrick's Blessing and his crown, you cannot be hollowed. And that's, if you haven't played Dark Souls... I swear you said you played Dark Souls 2. If you played Dark Souls 2, you know what the hollowing effect does. It's where when you die, you slowly lose access to part of your health bar. But I think each crown itself also has a side effect as well. I don't remember, though. They do have a side effect? Okay. I thought they did. I don't think Vendrick's does, but I think the DLC ones do. But I will say, any donation received on any of my content based, or since I started promoting the game, will be spread throughout the development team. Pickle, I'm fairly certain I've told you this, if not already. But it will be spread throughout the development team. It's not all just for me. I've got to pay these guys for helping me somehow. If you do want my opinion on Elden Ring, I think one of my previous Dark Souls 2 videos, I almost exclusively talked about Elden Ring the entire video. It was when I was fighting the Fume Knight. It will be very, very, very Souls. I hope that it will eventually be considered a spiritual successor. Lies of P is probably the closest Souls-like we've ever had, but Lies of P put its own spin on it. This will be a dystopian dark fantasy horror game with huge inspirations from Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne. A semi-linear connected world, and it's going to be great. And yes, there will be a poison swamp. That is how inspired it will be. Sorrow goes to the top of all the one around me I've cared for. The character is nameless. As I said, it's a lot of inspiration from the Souls games where the main character is nameless. Oh yeah, I've said the same thing. Lies of P is very Bloodborne coded. Oh, a title? I don't know that we have one yet. But I cannot say too much about the game. We are trying to keep a lot of it under wraps for now. But we have a name for the game. We're working on a summary and a cover image. And once we have all three of those, we'll drop all three of those at the same time. But if you guys want to find out any information about what was written for the book that we were basing the game off of, the Kindling of Ash Discord in my bio has everything, as well as updates on the game itself. I must clarify, everything in that server is very much a placeholder. A lot of it has been rewritten. And a lot of it has been, not scrapped, but very much altered. But it is a good way to get a grasp on the ideas that we've had and some of the basis for what will be coming. Tonight. Stop turning left. They're turning right, I mean. The backstep is probably the most annoying thing because it puts me out of the rhythm. Well, there is also, as I said in the Discord server, there are channels for you to post ideas, whether or not you have ideas that you want implemented, questions for what the game might be like. But if you want to suggest mechanics and ideas to be implemented, I very highly recommend putting them in the server. That way they are documented and something we can go back to, because I tend to forget. Very much true. We are very close to finishing this. I will not die now. Don't get greedy. Don't go for it. Okay, I've killed you. What the fuck was that? Hold on. Hold on. Let me go back in there. Let me go back in there. Was that Veldstat? I can't tell. I swear that's Veldstat. Do I have the binoculars? Is that Veldstat? Am I crazy? Yeah, it's so hard to see. Turning off my light, that'll help me. Yeah, that's Veldstat. That's kind of cool. Okay, what am I missing? Okay. Maybe I have to have his ring equipped? I don't remember. Yeah, I finally got him. Foolish, he says. Yes. Good God, dude. So as I said, I'm a plumber, and this guy, good first one to start on. I started with the original Dark Souls 1. And I've been playing them ever since. And I've never once regretted it. Maybe I have to quit out the game? Why am I not getting the cutscene? I want to get this before I end it, but the funniest part about the crowns is the effect only persists for that playthrough. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 has some of the best areas as well. Definitely really, really good. But Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2 when it came out, Bloodborne when it came out, Dark Souls 3 when it came out, Elden Ring when it came out. Never played Sekiro. You do need to play Bloodborne, 100%. Maybe I have to talk to the fucking Firekeeper? I wonder if somebody's broken the game and made it so you can actually fight Velstad over there. I honestly probably won't ever play it. I have nothing against it, but not my kind of thing. One step away. Lies of P is also very good. Dark Souls 3 Firekeeper, probably. I have more playtime in Dark Souls 3 than the rest of the franchise combined. I have over 1,700 hours in Dark Souls 3 and over 70 playthroughs. I've also platinumed it twice. Dark Souls 1 once, Dark Souls 2 88%, Elden Ring 3 times, Bloodborne once. Working on the Dark Souls 1 and 2 plat on PC, as well as the Lies of P plat on PlayStation, platinumed it on PC. So yeah. As it says, AKV, I've been playing these games for 15 years. It's hard to say for me for all of the games combined, but I'm roughly about the same. What am I forgetting? What am I missing for this? Give me 1 sec, AKV. Oh, I have to go to his fucking... Okay. Whatever. I'm not doing that. I have to go through Shrine of Amana to get his set. I forgot about that. Fist only, soul level 1. Damn. I've only... So, I've only soul level 1 Dark Souls 3 twice. It's the only one I've done it on. It's the only real challenge run I've done. And then multiple playthroughs of the Convergence mod, a couple of Cinders. I don't think I finished Archthrones. But AKV, give me a minute. If everybody in chat's having a good time and you feel it's earned, I'll ask that you guys drop a follow, maybe join the Discord. I'm going to swap over to Dark Souls 3. Give me about 10 minutes, and then we'll keep talking. Promise. Chimp, funny ass timing. While you're here, I will tell you that a call conversation probably will not be had because, well, I mean, you saw the last couple of messages that I posted. But I'll DM you this. That way I don't say it on stream. Anyways, I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Give me some time to set up Dark Souls 3. And we're going to have a good time. Anyways, for those watching over on YouTube, this will be the end of my Dark Souls 2 playthrough until I platinum it on PlayStation, and then I will come back and platinum it on PC, and we'll probably stream the rest of that. That way you guys get the continuation of this character and not my Dark Souls 2 character, or my PS5 character. I will also do the same thing for Dark Souls 1 first, after beating Dark Souls 3 in the Convergence mod. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. As for now, thank you guys all for watching. I had a lot of fun playing Dark Souls 2. I say it all the time. Dark Souls 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. And I do plan on coming back to it. But if you are just now joining at the end of my playthrough and you haven't seen the rest of them, this is all part of a playlist. You can find that in my library, as well as my Dark Souls 1 and Bloodborne playthroughs. You can find those. Go check them out, and I'll see you when I start Dark Souls 3 in a minute. Peace, everybody.